Hi, I'm Kat and today I have for you a true crime case, a word in Romanian, and of course I'll be doing my makeup at the same time. The word in Romanian for today is personaje anime. Personaje anime. Personaje anime. Well done, guys, you just said anime characters. Yuka Takaoka is a young Japanese woman who was convicted of trying to kill her lover in a fit of rage. This case took place in 2019 when Yuka was only 21 years old. When police arrived at the scene, Yuka just ignored everything and everyone while smoking a cigarette and talking on the phone. Until May 2019, Yuka Takaoka was working as the manager of a girls' bar in the red light district of Kabuchiko in Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan. This bar is kind of like, a hostess club or maybe a regular bar if you will, but a patron could rent out a specific bartender for long periods of time. Just the year before, in October 2018, she met her boyfriend, Phoenix Luna, who worked at another club in the area. It seems that Phoenix was very popular at the club that he worked at, and he would often brag about how he was the third most popular host. However, people who knew both Phoenix and Yuka believed that it was actually Yuka that made him so successful. Yuka had actually rented Phoenix out for a whole month, which helped him bring in more sales and become ranked higher as a host. The couple's relationship was going so well that they decided to take it a step further and move in together. They had only been living together for 3 days before the attack. They started living together on May 20th. On May 23rd, Phoenix came home late, even though they had agreed that he will come home early as they needed to clean up the new apartment according to some reports. After he arrived home 3 hours late, as soon as he got home, he went straight to the bathroom to run himself a bath. Yuka noticed that he was cold towards her, and so she became suspicious. He left his mobile phone behind whilst having a bath, and so she decided to go through the phone. She found a photo of him with another woman. Being a bartender at the Fusion by Youth nightclub, there were going to be photos of other women on his phone, the ones that he privately served, also known as the patrons. And just like their female counterparts, male bar hosts are actually expected to generate sales by flirting with patrons, encouraging them to keep on drinking. But obviously the photo on his phone was different, since he got some kind of a reaction out of Yuka. By various accounts, she confronted him about another woman and he actually admitted to her that he was cheating. However, Yuka apparently didn't mention any photo to him. Instead, after he fell asleep, she went into the kitchen, she grabbed the knife and stabbed him, pushing the knife into his liver as far as it could go. Phoenix had woken up during this attack, and with the knife still stuck in him, he fled, somehow managing to get 5 floors down to the lobby, where he was found unconscious by police. While waiting for the police to arrive, Yuka even wrote in a diary using Phoenix's blood. In Japanese script, she wrote over and over again, "I like you, and I like you so much, I wanted to kill you." Police arrived at 3:50 p.m. after they were called by witnesses, and as they were trying to help the bleeding Phoenix, Yuka just sat calmly beside him, smoking a cigarette and talking to a friend on her phone. Tokyo Metropolitan Police arrested the 21-year-old Yuka for stabbing Phoenix in her apartment. Phoenix was taken to hospital in critical condition with 2 abdominal wounds inflicted with a kitchen knife. He was given actually just a 20% chance of survival by the doctors. People in the area quickly found out what happened, and even other people from the streets went into the apartment building and took photos of Yuka covered in blood, seemingly relaxed in front of Phoenix's injured and bleeding body. These photos would make Yuka internet famous. The media ran with the photos, of course, as they do, and so Yuka became to be known as a real-life yandere. You can actually find photos of her online. You just need to Google her name and you'll see the photos. They are very bloody, just a warning. Yuka quickly gained international fame as a yandere, even gathering a large online fan base. There was even a GoFundMe account set up to pay for her legal bills, and before they shut the donation page down, 69 contributors sent in $3,840 to support Yuka Takaoka in paying her legal bills. As she became a social media sensation, online users found the situation, including Yuka's appearance and actions, highly compelling. Yuka Takaoka, who was born on 28th of January 1998, gained massive popularity after trying to commit a murder out of love. During the police questioning, Yuka was quoted saying, "Since I loved him so much, I just couldn't help it. After killing him, I too wanted to die." Online, multiple users in Japan and the West compared Yuka's behavior to that of a yandere, an anime character trope where a person's obsession with someone is taken to the extreme, often to the point of where they would commit murder or cause extreme harm out of love. Yandere is actually derived from the Japanese words yanderu, meaning insane or mentally ill, and dere, meaning affectionate or loving. This is kind of like a manga anime type of character. Now forgive me if I'm not too familiar with the word of anime, but one anime character which I know is Sailor Moon. She is not yandere, but for those of you who are unfamiliar with anime, just imagine, Sailor Moon as anime. Straight to the point, a yandere is someone who is lovesick, often taking the form of a schoolgirl, someone who has been driven to insanity by extreme obsession or love, resulting in abnormal behavior, if not violence. The word refers to a character who is crazy about someone else, often literally and violently. As a character, yandere are usually identifiable by their blank eyes when they go crazy into an episode, blood being soaked on them for the majority of their screen time, carrying at least one signature weapon that they use to kill and or attack others for the majority of their screen time, an appearance that will deceive others, psychotic behavior, and the tendency to attack and or kill people who would get in the way of their love. The character almost always appears cute and harmless on the surface, but underneath they may be obsessive, controlling, and sometimes just plain insane. This is really bad for anyone unfortunate enough to be the object of a yandere's obsession, as nothing will dissuade a yandere from the notion that they are theirs and theirs alone. If anyone gets in the way, this psycho-obsessive is unwilling to put up with any rivals to their often genuine affection. Most yanderes have a history of mental instability, but some have always been just a little bit off, maybe as a result of a dark and troubled past. If a yandere ever goes off the deep end, they are likely to go crazy, taking up the psycho weapon of their choice and doing things to people straight out of a horror movie. Usually their target is whoever they perceive to be in the way, but if the person they love rejects them or leaves them, they may well decide that they would rather see the person dead than with another or themselves, because they are nothing without them, which could very well lead to tragedy. A sympathetic yandere often has the person they love as a living emotional crutch and goes completely crazy and murderous at the thought of losing them, either romantically or otherwise. Although it's more or less a character, those who take fiction into reality, you will maybe be able to spot the signs. Their description could be very well transferred into real life. Many believe that Yuka Takaoka is a real-life incarnation of the yandere anime character. On May 24th, 2019, a Twitter user tweeted about what happened to Phoenix and Yuka with a post gaining over 7,300 retweets and 11,000 likes in 4 days. On May 25th, another user tweeted photos of the crime scene and Yuka writing real life yandere. The tweet gained over 15,800 retweets and 13,100 likes in 4 days. Yuka's Instagram account was also uncovered containing a lot of photos of her in cosplay, including yandere characters. Fan art depictions of Yuka were also made with works posted using the hashtag #YuYuYuNonChan. #YuYuYuNonChan. However, a lot of these drawings became subject of public condemnation and they were later deleted by the artists. On top of that, a lot of people condemned the positive reactions from other users because of the real-life impact that the crime had on the victim. The GoFundMe fundraising to get Yuka out of jail had raised over $3,800 in just 2 days. Needless to say, this fundraiser was mass reported, so the creator of the GoFundMe page took down the donation. On July the 1st, 2019, Phoenix Luna recovered fully from the attack. He surprised family, friends and patrons with a Twitter status reading, "Sorry, I'm alive and back. Since I was stabbed in the liver, I can't drink." Phoenix actually accepted Yuka's apologies of 5 million Japanese yen, approximately $45,000, and they reached an out-of-court settlement. He claimed to hold no grudge against Yuka and he also apologized to her for cheating. In fact, he even said that the incident boosted his popularity at the Fusion Bar and reunited him with his estranged siblings. He told Tokyo Reporter, quote, "I think there was a reason for her to stab me. It was also thanks to her that I was able to achieve the sales that I did in less than a year since I became a host," end of quote. Whilst in the hospital, he said, I met my older brother and older sister for the first time in 5 years. I will be very happy to stay in touch with them in the future." At the opening of the trial, Yuka Takaoka admitted to the attack. A memorandum written on her phone was also read into the court record, which said, "I want to be a tragic heroine. How is it possible for him to look at a woman other than me? I know killing him is for the best. If I kill him, it will be eternal and there will be no pain after. I don't need anything other than you." According to the Fuji News Network, Yuka intended to kill Phoenix Luna then herself in a murder-suicide plot. After trying to kill Phoenix, Yuka allegedly told police, quote, "I did not want to go anywhere, so I sat down at the outside staircase. I did not call emergency services because I intended to die after watching him die from the stabbing. My plan was to first kill him and then I thought about committing suicide. Since I loved him so much, I just couldn't help it. After killing him, I too wanted to die," end of quote. The presiding judge in her trial handed 21-year-old Yuka the prison term for the crime that he described as selfish, adding that she had a strong intent to kill. The prosecution were actually looking for a 5-year term. The judge also said it's difficult to justify a suspended prison term. Prison time is unavoidable. Before this, like I mentioned, Yuka had reached the out-of-court settlement of 5 million yen with Phoenix Luna, who also went by the name Runa, and he even asked the judge for a lighter sentence for Yuka. Quote, "If possible, I want people to be able to lead a normal life rather than paying for their sins," end of quote. In the end, Yuka Takaoka was sentenced to prison for 3 years and 6 months, and she will be released sometime in 2023 or 2024. Right now, I wasn't able to find out if she was already released, considering we are in 2023 now. So, if you know any differently, please do let me know in the comment section down below. For now, thank you so much for watching, for staying with me. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. And with the Halloween season very soon approaching, please do let me know what kind of videos you would like to see during the October month. Thanks guys, bye!